Okay, race fans, let's talk about a big Thursday afternoon here at Delaware Park. The temperature was nice. We were in the mid-80s. The main track was fast. The turf was firm. Rail setting on the turf for Thursday was 17 feet. Let's get right to race one. Race one would kick off the popular early pick five. They'd bet over 44,000 into the early pick five on Thursday, and the pick fives would be the big story of the day for Thursday. Stay tuned for that. Race one, we're going a mile, 70 yards on the main track. Maiden claiming 7,500 for 3-year-olds and upward here in race one. Let's go to the voice of Delaware Park, Josh Brown, with the call of race one.
Away and running. Super Casper was the first one to break the line. Musgrave is showing good early speed. The red cap of My Lucky Valentine's also in the front body. And Lee's Last Hero is right there too. Home Invasion came away in fifth. And a line of four chase with Oh What a Night, who scrapes the paint. Spazia's Sun is 2 wide. 3 deep is Junior Sergio. And Frame Up saves ground in that last place position. 6.5 furlongs to go. And Super Casper shows them the way, and it's only 3/4 of a length. Pulling hard is Lee's Last Hero with No Excuses in second, and Musgrave stalks the both of them as they point towards the 5.5. In that fourth place position, Home Invasion is 3 pats deep, a very wide trip for Junior Sergio, who is floated wide in fifth. My Lucky Valentine tries to pass that rival and does, and in between rivals, Frame Up picks off 2, which is Oh What a Night, and Spazia's Sun is tailed off badly. Down to the 4 furlong pole they go. They're halfway home, and Super Casper continues to control the clock, but the lead is down to only an act. Lee's Last Hero has hounded this leader every step of the way, and Home Invasion stacks him up 3 across the track with 3 furlongs to go. My Lucky Valentine is right there in a position to challenge under a heavy drive, and Junior Sergio has no more to give, and Frame Up tries to close in. Here's the quarter pole, and Super Casper's running a tough race today, but the posse tries to close in, and Home Invasion is the first one to kick at the top of the stretch, and Home Invasion leads by 1, but My Lucky Valentine is right there with a winning effort on the far outside. Frame Up continues to close in, a furlong to go, and My Lucky Valentine sawed off the pace battle today at 7-2 and rolls away. Home Invasion holds second. Frame Up closes for the balance. My Lucky Valentine has won it. Home Invasion was second best. Frame Up was third, and Lee's Last Hero was fourth.
Pretty decent handle in the opener. The handle would be strong all day on Thursday. A little bit over 2.1 million in total handle. They bet over 44,000 into the early pick five, and My Lucky Valentine, the 3-year-old by Made from Lucky, breaks his maiden today for owner breeder Charlie Biggs and trainer Cal Lynch. Nice ride there, Gabe Maldonado. My Lucky Valentine goes off 7-2 and pays $9.40 to win race one. Race two would kick off the early pick four. We're going a flat mile on the main track, claiming 7,500 for 3-year-old fillies or filly and mares 4 and up. Never won 3. Let's see the action here from race two.
Away and running. Slow to go is Fashionista. Good rail speed from Still Guitar. But Rascallion is sent hard to grab the lead. And Just the Thing, and that red cap is right there too. Deep on the track is La Chica for Tequila. And a terrible trip for Still Guitar approaching the 7 furlong stick. Voodoo Priestess has one beaten. And Fashionista, the long shot, was slow into stride. So Rascallion wanted the lead. And she got it today. And the lead is almost 4. Just the Thing is a ground saving second, and La Chica for Tequila shares third with a trouble trip for Still Guitar. Fashionista is trying to make a middle move at the back of the track, and Voodoo Priestess is last of all, but Rascallion at 4-1 at last glance continues to lead, and it's a very methodical pace too. Leads by almost 4 as Still Guitar now picks off second from Just the Thing. 3 wide is La Chica for Tequila, 4 wide is Fashionista, and still last of all is Voodoo Priestess as they turn again at the 3.5. Rascallion coming back to the face of the field, and there's 3 ladies lurking in the shadows. Still Guitar is trying to make that first move. La Chica for Tequila at 4-1 is right there. getting closer, and Fashionista's running a big cheeky race today. Here's the quarter pole, and it's still Rascallion. She controlled the clock throughout and leads 3/4 of a length. La Chica for Tequila is going to take the fight to her. Fashionista's very deep on the track. They're homeward bound, and now La Chica for Tequila takes the lead and kicks away with authority. Still Guitar just did not have it after that rough trip. Voodoo Priestess moves into second, and Fashionista at 18-1 tries to claim third, but La Chica for Tequila has won it over Voodoo Priestess, Fashionista, and Rascallion.
The 4-year-old filly by Keen Ice, La Chica for Tequila, homebred for owner-breeder Richard J. Hackerman and trainer Mark Schumann. She goes off 4-1 and gets her third lifetime win. Nice rider Martin Chawan on La Chica for Tequila. She pays $10 to win race 2. Race 3 would kick off the middle pick 5 on Thursday. We had a nice carryover, over 6,700 for the carryover for this middle pick 5. They'd bet over 61,000 new money into the middle pick 5. We're going 6 furlongs here in race 3. 8,000 starter allowance, optional claiming 8,000 for 3-year-olds and upward. Let's check out the action from race 3.
Away and running. It was a good start on the inside from Ava K's boy today, but Raj is right there creeping closer too, and there's no pace on whatsoever. The red cap belongs to Baron's Legacy. Go East is in between rivals, and Majestic Tiger was a touch slow when the starter said go, so it's a close-knit pack that is spearheaded by Ava K's boy. But now there's 5 of them across the track. With the black cap, Raj puts that nose in front, and Go East is right there 4 paths deep. Baron's Legacy now passes Ava K's boy, who had a tap on the brakes, and Majestic Tiger loops up on the far outside. So a whole change of complexion within a half a furlong, and Go East now inherits the lead. Raj tries to chase the second longest shot on the board in second. Majestic Tiger's 3 paths deep, trying to re-rally as Ava K's boy and Baron's Legacy as they turn for home. Majestic Tiger deep on the track has this momentum. Go East is trying to cause an upset. Up the inside is Raj trying to bully on through as Ava K's boy. Deep on the track is Baron Legacy. They're inside the final furlong, and Majestic Tiger battles bravely. Go East digging in for the fight. Go East is going to get there. Go East is the longest price on the board to kick off the pick 5. Majestic Tiger second. Baron's Legacy.
Go East, the 5-year-old by Eastwood, gets his 5th lifetime win. He goes off 12-1 and wins for trainer Jorge Diaz and jockey Luis Rivera. $26.80 the win price on Go East in race 3. Let's turn the page here. Race 4 would kick off the late pick 5. We're going 1 mile 70 yards on a firm turf course, rail at 17 feet. Big 12-horse field here in race 4 to kick off this late pick 5. Let's see what happens.
Away and running. Slow into stride was Royal Renegade. Bearing out badly was Eric Anthony. Good speed today from Flamenco Star. Deep on the track, Homestead is right there too. And there's Hidden Motive chiming into that 3rd place spot. So Handsome came away in 4th, and deep on the track is Eric Anthony. 30 Rest rides that rail early on in front of Grey Bigsy and St. Pete's Passion. And the last 4 is Silk Suit. Then you have Tate's War Cry. Second last is Marseille. And trailing at the back of the pack early on is Royal Renegade. Up and around the first turn they go. It's Flamenco Star showing the way, but the favorite at even money at last glance, Homestead, is right there hounding the speed with 5 furlongs to go. Hidden Motive sits a good trip today, and the pace is hot for the level, and a distant 4th is Eric Anthony. There's a gap of 3 back to Grey Bigsy, travels all by himself in 5th. So Handsome teams up with Tate's War Cry, and 30 Rest is still in front of 4 rivals, including Silk Suit, then St. Pete's Passion, Marseille, and last of all is Royal Renegade. Around the far turn they go. Flamenco Star trying to see this through, and Homestead comes under a heavy drive, not responding as of yet. Hidden Motive has had the box seat throughout. Grey Bigsy is right there too, and the others need to sprout wings at the top of the stretch. Tate's War Cry claims 5th as they turn for home. Homestead's a non-threatening 3rd at this stage as they swing into the stretch, and Hidden Motive is trying to press on past, but Grey Bigsy is closing with a mid-track charge at 13-1, and here comes Grey Bigsy to hit the front and roll away. Flamenco Star and Hidden Motive race for the balance. Grey Bigsy has won it. Second went to Flamenco Star over Hidden Motive, and Homestead Weekend to fourth.
Gray Bigsy, the 3-year-old son of Gift Box, breaks his maiden today for owner Charlie Biggs and trainer Cal Lynch. Gabe Maldonado with the winning ride. Gray Bigsy would make it a big day for these connections. Bigsy, Lynch, and Maldonado, they team up for their second win of the afternoon as Gray Bigsy goes off 13-1 and pays $28.20 to break his maiden today. Let's turn the page here. Race 5 would kick off the late pick 4. We're going a flat mile on the main track here in race 5. 8,000 starter allowance, optional claiming 12,000 for 3-year-olds and upward. Let's see what happens here in race 5.
Away and running. Good speed today from Remembering Wilbur, who has an uncontested lead. Afraid of the Bunny and Towns Warriors right there too. Let's see, the favorite's a little wide, Group Ticket, and Everett Song floats that one 7 paths deep. 8 wide is the 8 Braggadocious as they go around the first turn. Grazer protects the rail, and Bill of Rights came away a handy 5th mid-pack. So they got 6 furlongs out, and Remembering Wilbur's true to form and tries to slacken the pace today. Leads 3/4 of a length, but Afraid of the Bunny is marching into that second place position, and Everett Song is 4 wide for the backstretch run in a paceless affair, and Towns Warrior came away in 4th. Group Ticket is in the 5 path down the back of the track in 5th. Grazer continues to be ground saving. Bill of Rights is backed up to second last, and Braggadocious is last of all. So Remembering Wilbur leads them past the 4, but Afraid of the Bunny is right there too. And right now, Towns Warriors behind a wall of speed, and Everett Song tries to pick off that rival in 4th. Group Ticket is coming under a heavy drive in 5th. Grazer scrapes the paint and trying to close in his Bill of Rights, and nothing from Braggadocious. And Group Ticket with the money on is a struggling 7th. Here's the quarter pole, and Afraid of the Bunny kicks for the money, and Remembering Wilbur will try to battle this one as heads turn for home. Town Warrior continues to close in on that yellow cap on the far outside, and Towns Warrior's on attack mode now. Afraid of the Bunny tries to dig deep, and in the inside, Remembering Wilbur has no more to give. Here's the concluding stages, and Towns Warrior at 7-2 is nicely clear. Towns Warrior has won it. Afraid of the Bunny was 2nd, Grazer got up for 3rd, and Everett Song was 4th.
The heavy favored Group Ticket didn't have it today, so that left the door open for Towns Warrior. The 5-year-old son of Speightstown picks up his 6th lifetime win for Bush Racing Stable and trainer Tim Kreiser. Towns Warriors now won 4 in a row. Carlos Lopez with the winning ride. Towns Warrior paid $9.60 to win race 5. The early pick 5 paid 4 out of 5 for $135.25. Carryover in the early pick 5 starting race 1 on Saturday. The carryover's $30,298 for that early pick 5 starting race 1 on Saturday. Let's turn the page here. Race 6 would kick off the final pick 3 of the day. Another big field on the turf. We're going 5 furlongs on a firm turf course, rail at 17 feet. Nice 12,000 starter allowance. Optional claiming 20,000 for filly mares 3 and up. Let's see what happens here in race 6.
Away and running. Aneta blew the start. Baby Blocks was the first one to go. On the payroll is right there too. And Social World scampers up the inside to be in 3rd. Deep on the track is Watch Me Disappear. And Afandi now lands 3rd. And the last 3 is T. Cine. Then second last is Lily Simone. And Aneta is last of all. Here's the far turn. And on the payroll does it very easy too. And passes the 5/16 pole with a 1-length lead. Watch Me Disappear tries to get closer, but just getting out just a touch. Up the inside, Baby Blocks is also in a menacing mood, and the back markers are closing in, including Lily Simone, and Social Whirl as heads turn for home. On the payroll, trying to see this through for another 3/16 of a mile, leads by 1. Closing in late is Baby Blocks, and on the far outside, Watch Me Disappear battles Afandi and Aneta, and here's Baby Blocks, a gray blur in the stretch, and at 5-1, Baby Blocks has won it. To beat on the payroll, Social Whirl and Afandi.
The 4-year-old filly Baby Blocks by requires for trainer Blake Kelly. She gets her 5th lifetime win, now over 100,000 in career earnings for the 6 Baby Blocks. Baby Blocks gives jockey Martin Schwann his 2nd win of the day. She paid $13.80 to win race 6. Congratulations to all the winning connections there of Baby Blocks. Let's turn the page here. Race 7 would be our upper level allowance feature of the day. Optional claiming $32,000 for 3-year-olds and upward. We're going a mile, 70 yards on the main track here in race 7. Let's check out the action from the 7th.
Away and running. Good rail speed from Awesome Flay today. Goodbye Notice chiming in, and up the inside is Traffic Master. Get Set is going to fan out the 2 markers, which is Mosler Time and Aspiring Comedian. Around the first turn they go. Awesome Flay takes full advantage of that inside draw and shows the way by a length and a half. Tracking in that 2nd place position is Goodbye Note. Up the inside, Traffic Master has a nice trip today in that 3rd place spot, and Mosler Time, who wants to be on the lead, has to close from 4th despite a wide trip early on. Get Set has one beaten, and Aspiring Comedian whips him in. 5.5 furlongs to go, and Awesome Flay does it easy on the front end and shows the way by a length and a half. Goodbye Note is right there trying to tack onto that solo act in 2nd, and Traffic Master has a great run today if good enough. Mosler Time's deep on the track. Get Set hasn't been asked yet, and Aspiring Comedian is already coming under a ride with 3.5 furlongs to go, and Awesome Flay, the 2nd choice on the board, struts its stuff around the turn and has opened up a 3-length lead. Goodbye Note continues to chase in 2nd. Mosler Time gets a pop of the crop. Traffic Master did not respond when asked. Get Set is trying to close in, and Aspiring Comedian is still last of all. Here's the quarter pole, and Awesome Flay continues to lead. Goodbye Note at 8-1 looms an upset threat, and Mosler Time's a stagnant 3rd as they turn for home, and Goodbye Note in the center of the track comes catapulting to the lead. Awesome Flay tries to stick. They brush hard, and Get Set moves into 3rd. Here's the 16th pole for Goodbye Note, who's still holding. Awesome Flay is still chasing. First under the line is Goodbye Note. Awesome Flay was 2nd. 3rd is on a head bob that looks like it will go to Get Set over Mosler Time.
Goodbye Note, the 4-year-old son of Blofeld, gets his 4th lifetime win for owner-trainer Hammy Smith. Nice ride there, Raul Mena. Goodbye Note goes off 8-1 and pays $19 there in race 7. So that middle pick 5 that had the carryover that started in race 3, it didn't get hit on Thursday. The 4 out of 5 payout was $551.50. The carryover in the middle pick 5 starting race 3 on Saturdays, $48,647. That's a nice big carryover, over $48,000. Middle pick 5 starting race 3 on Saturday. Let's turn the page here. Race 8, we're going a mile and a 16th on the main track, claiming $7,500 for 3-year-olds or 4 and up. Never won 3. Let's see what happens here in the Thursday finale.
Away and running. Standing in the gate and missing the break was Lucky Luke. Good speed today from Silent Roar. Longest strides right there too. Bear Hunt sensing a slower pace and gets closer to the lead, and Bandero's right there too. And Lucky Luke botched it at the start. Around the first turn they go. It's Bear Hunt hugging the inside, but the early lead goes to Bandero. Around to the 6.5 furlong pole, and Bandero is at the head of the class and shows the way by 3/4 of a length, while Bear Hunt has a cozy spot in 2nd and no pace on in the 8th of the day. There's a huge separation back to Silent Roar, who's off the inside 3rd. Longest strides a ground saving 4th, and Lucky Luke is last of all. So Bandero controls things past the 5 furlong station and shows the way by 1, but Bear Hunt is on the prowl in that 2nd place position, and there's a gap of 4 down to Longest Stride, who's off the fence in 3rd. Deep on the track is Silent Roar, who needs to do a little bit better, and Lucky Luke is still last of all. 3.5 furlongs to go, and Bandero's now starting to slip away from the opposition and leads by 2. Bear Hunt coming under a heavy drive in 2nd. Longest Stride is off the fence. Silent Roar's in 4th, and Lucky Luke rides that rail. Jockey takes a look back on Bandero to see a 2-length lead. Longest Stride right now, the only threat in second. Bear Hunt needs to re-rally in third as heads turn for home. Bandero still leading by 2. Longest Stride has had every single chance and has the length of the stretch to press on past. Bandero's lead is down to a length and a half. Longest Stride is getting closer in a great big way. 4-1's the number, and Longest Stride is up and level, but Bandero kicks again. Bandero, Longest Stride. Bandero wins to beat Longest Stride, Bear Hunt, and Lucky Luke.
Well, I've seen Bandero up close in the morning before. He's a real big 6-year-old son of cross traffic, and he used that big long neck to win the photo there in race 8. Bandero, now a 3-time winner, wins for trainer Arthur Agostini and jockey Alexander Crispin. Bandero went off 3-1, paid $8.40. The late pick 5 on Thursday. It was hit. It paid $20,554.40. Congratulations if you had the late pick 5 on Thursday. Let's get a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to talk about Saturday. I'll give you my best bet and price play for a big Saturday here at Delaware Park. Okay, here's the big carryovers for Saturday, July 26th here at Delaware Park. The early pick 5 starting race 1. The carryovers, $30,298.60 for the early pick 5 starting race 1. The middle pick 5 carryover, that's going to start race 3 this Saturday. The middle pick 5 carryovers, $48,647.41. So a couple real big carryovers for you in the pick 5s. Early pick 5 and middle pick 5 on Saturday have nice big carryovers. Here's my best bet and price play for this Saturday. My best bet's going to come race 3. That's the first leg of that middle pick 5 with the big carryover. We're going 5 furlongs on the turf in race 3. It's a $25,000 starter allowance for 3-year-olds and upward, and I like the 5 up for it. A 5-year-old mare by More Than Ready for trainer Michael Matz. Julio Hernandez will ride. She's getting the class relief. She's a winner on the Delaware turf. She's a 2-time winner overall on the turf. She's coming out of a stakes race at Monmouth last out where she didn't break very well. So hopefully she can break better on Saturday. And I make the 5 up for it. My best bet of the day in race 3. My price play is going to be race 5. That's a nice maiden special weight for filly mares 3 and up, going 7.5 furlongs on the turf. And I like a Michael Stidham first-time starter in there, the 7 Lady Vintage by Kitten's Joy. The Dam Flower Party, she won a Group 3 race going long on the turf in Italy. So there's some nice turf pedigree, top and bottom for the 7 Lady Vintage. She gets Lasix in debut. Carol Sedania rides for Michael Stidham. They're both having strong meets. Lady Vintage is 8-1 morning line in race 5 this Saturday. She's my price play of the day. Thanks to all our horsemen, fans, and bettors for making Thursday a big day. The handle was over 2.1 on Thursday. We expect to have a big day Saturday with those nice carryovers in the early and middle pick 5. Thanks again for coming out on Thursday. Have a great night. No live racing on Friday because of the hot weather. We'll resume live racing again this Saturday. We hope to see you here. Have a great night.
There's